dots in the leaves under a bush.
"There they are!"
he exclaimed, and he was so happy that he gave a little jump of joy and dived into the bush. But he came out empty-handed, because the little red dots had run away under the leaves.
"Well, I never,"
he said, stroking his mustache.
"I've never seen strawberries run like that."
He was right, because strawberries don't usually move. But these weren't strawberries. They were red spots, and they were on a little spotty dog. Armando brushed away the leaves that were covering her to see her properly. The little dog was curled up on the grass, looking at him curiously.
"Well, look at this,"
thought Armando. He bent down and picked up the dog. He began to stroke her, murmuring nonsense words like Baba Bibu and Boo Boo Biba. "I've never heard a grown-up like you speak like that," said the dog. "You sound silly." Armando turned bright red, because he wasn't expecting the dog to talk. He cleared his throat and put the dog down on the grass.
Isn't that how people usually speak to little dogs like you?"
he mumbled. "I don't know, but I'm not just a little dog. I have a name. I'm Pimpa," said the dog.
"My name's Armando,"
replied Armando.
"What are you doing here in the woods?"
"I don't know. I was asleep, and when I woke up, I was here," said Pimpa.
"And before you went to sleep, where were you?"
asked Armando. "I can't remember," replied Pimpa.
"That's strange. Little dogs like you don't usually live alone in the woods. They live in houses."
"Even little dogs with red spots?" asked Pimpa. Armando thought for a moment.
"I don't know. You're the first little dog with red spots that I've ever met."
And just like that, they became friends. Pimpa asked a lot of questions, and Armando answered them. "How are houses made? Are they like nests and burrows?" she asked at one point. "I've never seen one."
"It's difficult to describe a house," replied Armando. "But if you come with me, I'll show you mine. Like that, you'll understand better."
"Hurrah!" shouted Pimpa happily. They got into the car and drove off.
"This is a car,"
explained Armando as he drove. "It goes so fast," said Pimpa, laughing. "Look, the wind is making my ears flap around." When they got to the bridge, Armando said,
"Look, there's my house down there."
"It's so small. How do you get inside?" asked Pimpa, her ears pricking up.
"It only looks small because it's far away," replied Armando. "But when we get there, it will look a lot bigger."
"You were right," said Pimpa as they parked in the driveway. "It is a lot bigger now. But what's inside?" Armando got out of the car and opened the front door.
"Come in,"
he said.
"I'll show you."
They entered the first room.
"This is the living room,"
explained Armando.
"It's where you sit and chat or read or watch television."
"And what are all these things?" asked Pimpa, pointing.
"They're furniture,"
replied Armando, and he explained everything that she could see. The armchair, the lamp, the bookshelves, and everything else. "I see," said Pimpa. "What's next?" Armando led her to a smaller room, which was painted pink and sky blue. There was a bed, a bedside